Hey guys, how's it going? Denonu here. I figured I'd try something a little bit different. I know I keep saying that I'm going to do more commentaries and stuff like that, but I never really actually, I guess, follow through with anything. So I'm going to try to put out a commentary at least once, maybe twice a week, maybe even 3 times if I have enough topics to talk on. So I just wanted to start this commentary, pretty much just, I always keep saying I want to bring more personality to my channel and things like that besides the normal Let's Play stuff. So in the background here, you just have some typical Call of Duty, trying something different. I never use submachine guns at all in any first-person shooter for the most part. But I've been trying out the PDW and I kind of like it. Lets me rush around a little bit faster and lets me ADS a little bit quicker. So I've been liking that a lot. But anyway, beside the point, what I want to talk about here is I'm going to get into pretty much my personal history in gaming. Nothing really new, but I figured this would be a good topic to come out of the closet with for the most part, starting out. So I've been gaming for the most part since, for as long as I can damn near remember. I remember playing Mario back in the day. Mario, Ghostbusters, and Rad Racer. Those are the first 3 Nintendo games I remember playing. And I remember starting off with those, playing with Nintendo games. Eventually, when I went to elementary school, my parents got me and my brothers a Super Nintendo. Played the hell out of Super Mario World. I think we must had like 80 to 100 games for that system. My dad had a video rental store and he did odd jobs around Baltimore and things like that, and a local video store burned down, so he collected all like the burned cartridges and stuff that they couldn't use, but half of them still worked if you cleaned up the plastic a little bit. So we had tons of Super Nintendo games. Been playing a lot of that. All the classic games, I've played them. You probably can't name a game that I haven't at least tried, damn near played all the way through. Eventually got into the PC things, probably around, let's say, 93, 94. I remember playing Wolfenstein 3D, Doom, Quake, all those old school games, Blood, the older first-person shooters like that. So we've been, me and my family, we've been, all we do is game for the most part when it comes to console video games. Then we eventually got a Nintendo 64. Played all the classics on that. We didn't really play it all that much, but we played, Mario 64. What else? Mario 64, Star Fox. I remember they had a Star Wars game. I forget what the subtitle of the game was called, but we played. I remember it was a guy with brown hair who kind of looked like Han Solo, but he wasn't. Played that. All the, the typical, classic 64 games we played. GoldenEye. Eventually moved to a PlayStation. Didn't really play nothing really specific on the PlayStation. I know I played tons of RPGs on it. Me and my brother, we played wrestling games on it, like SmackDown, things like that. First, got my taste of Metal Gear on that after playing the first one for Nintendo, because I played that first but could never beat it because it was too hard and I was a kid and I wasn't really a patient gamer when it came to doing things the right way, because games back in the day would cheat on you for the most part. But played Metal Gear, played all of that. I also had I modded my PlayStation so that I can play a lot of Japanese import games and games that you couldn't get over here. Mainly did it for Final Bout, for Dragon Ball GT. Don't ask me why, looking back on it, because the game was ass. But after that, got a PlayStation 2. Played the hell out of that. Played damn near everything on that. I mean, if you had one, you knew the PlayStation 2 was the shit. You had like millions of games for it. Didn't really play a lot of games that people would normally play on it, but I did play all the normal fun games that people played on it. All the major popular games, I played them. Metal Gear, Chrono Cross, I remember playing that. Tons of RPGs for the most part. Not a lot of racing and stuff in my family. We don't really play a lot of racing and street games like that. I know my brothers play a little bit of sports games like Madden and it was Madden and NBA Street. That's what that game was called, NBA Street. And they played a lot of basketball games and things like that. But me, I mean, sports ain't really my thing, so I never really touched them. But eventually moved into an Xbox. You know, when that came out, didn't really get it at first, to be honest. I got one after my younger brother told me about Halo, and I remember saying to him, you know, he asked me did I play it before, and I was like, why would I want to play that Starship Troopers ripoff game? And he damn near jumped down my throat. He cussed me out because he already played the game, so he kind of forced me to play it, and I'm in love with that ever since. Also had a modded Xbox, so I would, you know, get games from cheap from websites and things like that and play them. So I played tons of Xbox games. I played like everything for the Xbox for the most part. After that, let me see. After that, I remember I didn't jump on the 360 right away. I came to the 360 kind of late to the game. I know I got the 360 probably halfway in between Halo 3's life cycle, because I was, up until that point, I was one of those gamers who never played online multiplayer. So I came in at like the end of Halo 3 and COD 4 and all of that. At the time, I didn't like the way Call of Duty was. I didn't like the fast-paced, simulated 60 frames per second. Didn't like none of that. So I played a lot of Halo. Never got into Gears. I played them mostly for the campaigns. Never got into the multiplayers at all. Never was my thing. For the most part, after that, I mean, I've been playing on damn near everything, except the Nintendo consoles. When they switched to casual gamers for the most part and kiddie type games, that's when I stopped. Cause, you know, as like a hardcore Nintendo fan from back in the day, I kind of felt betrayed, Mom. So. And none of the games besides, like, I would only buy a Nintendo console, even to this day. I would only buy a Nintendo console for, like, Mario, Metroid, Zelda, those core classic games. Anything else, I wouldn't play at all, period. So that's why, like, even to this day, I don't have a Wii, I don't have a Wii U. The last Nintendo system I bought was a GameCube, and I bought that for, you know, the Metroid Prime series games. But I may decide to get one in the future, though. Not for me, but just from, you know, my family and whatnot. And plus, I read an article that Nintendo was trying to get the hardcore gamers back. So if that's true, who knows? I might have to actually pick one up. But ever since then, I mean, I've been pretty much gaming nonstop. Excuse me. I got this cold that's been kicking my ass. But ever since then, like I said, I've been gaming pretty much nonstop. I've been playing, I have like every major 360 game that's been out, I've played it. As far as PlayStation 3, not so much. I've been more on the 360 side of the PS3 360 war, you know, for the most part. But I do have one of those. I bought that the day Metal Gear Solid 4 dropped, because I bought it specifically to play that game, and I've been loving the hell out of that. So I'll play a few games on the PS3, not a lot. Also got The Last of Us on there. Been loving the hell out of that ever since I bought it. Bought the PS4 this time around because, you know, fuck Microsoft. After that bullshit they pulled at last year's E3, and, you know, after their business plan got leaked on the internet about 2 years ago now, you can kind of, if you could read between the lines of the articles and read what they were trying to do, that wasn't the system for me. Besides all the bullshit that they was doing and everything like that, it just seems that they're getting away from what they were. So, didn't buy a 360. Probably going to get one this fall, though. Not for any particular reason, but just because I'm a gamer and I like to play games. I don't hate Microsoft. It's just I don't agree with their business decisions. But I'm probably going to get one down the line for the most part. And still play on my PS4, mainly. And play on the 360 games for those core games, and, you know, those games that are only released for the Xbox One. But if you like what you see, guys, I'm gonna probably put out another video now that I got my personal gaming stuff out there. I'm gonna make another video talking about my YouTube history and how I got started with that. So be on the lookout for that, probably tomorrow or maybe Monday. But peace out.
Objective parameters obtained.